Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main. I'm also joined by my wonderful group of Brony panelists, analysts, and random stuff, words. We are joined by DM21.
Oh man, this is gonna be so sick tonight.
Deathlight Productions,
I
Textalion, Textalion. Oh,
Hey,
right.
sorry, I can
Yeah.
said hello, circuit.
Hello. So, yeah, right. I forgot. Textalion is probably not able to talk too much, but anyway, Torquoy.
I'm in computer limbo. Apparently it's been solved, but I haven't got the call to go and pick it up.
And of course, from the Otaku Ascended, Suki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Praise the Suki.
Alright, and we're here to bring you the Burning Community for this week, and it's been an interesting week, I'm not gonna lie. But before we really delve too much into that, I do want to give us a chance to warm up our vocal cords, talk a little bit about what's going on with ourselves, and regaling with our daily lives and all of that fun stuff. And of course, as we do every week, we want to give you a big old heaping helping, maybe even a double portion of wub. And I would like to ask all of you, as I do every week, what's up, bronies?
So, here's the thing about my computer. Turns out me trying to be like, oh, I can get more power from the board. Yeah, no, it may have fried all the hard drives.
Are you the?
Like, they're not powering.
Did you overclock your system?
No, I had a 4-pin connector with the right power going into the hard drive. And unfortunately, it may have been too much. I may have gotten the wrong cable.
How, wait, how? What? Just to ask.
Okay.
No, wait. Just to ask here, did it work before?
Yes, one of them did work before, the other two were relatively brand new.
Did you change it out recently, or was this like working okay for a while and then it kind of blew up?
The latter half on one of them, as I said, the other two were brand new. But also, whenever the first hard drive that I had was with my OS on it, when it went down, it could have caused a surge.
So it sounds like it doesn't sound like you had the wrong voltage. It sounds like your hard drive had a really bad catastrophic failure that ended up cascading.
Yeah, which stinks because they did check it with a test drive and it worked fine.
Hmm. Well, I mean,
good news though.
Yeah. Sorry.
Good news. 2 of the 3 were under warranty. The one that wasn't had my Steam and my Epic games on it.
Well, that's not too bad. I mean, yeah, you'll have to reinstall those games, and hopefully most of them, if not all of them, will be cloud backed. But that could honestly be worse. At least it's not like important files or like your backup utilities or anything like that.
Yeah, that's the other one that I still haven't heard back from.
Yeah. I guess somewhat good news. I guess all around.
Yep. And I have to be up and running by at the very least Thursday because the con is this weekend. Oh my god.
That's right. You got that going on, don't you? So yeah, I can imagine that probably is adding a little bit of extra pressure. Though I guess worst case scenario, you could probably take if you have like a few hundred spare dollars, just go to like Walmart and pick up one of their all-in-one POSs and just try to hum through it as best you can.
Yeah. Granted, everything in total's only like $450 for getting new hard drives, and basically I signed up for Best Buy Plus because if I didn't, it would have been like $280 for just looking at the computer and diagnosing. So somehow I came up cheaper by going with, yes, I'll take the year subscription from Best Buy.
It feels so much like extortion in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
It does, but also I'm a dumb person that don't know nothing.
Yeah, that's a fair enough point there too, I suppose. Well, either case, hopefully good news will come your way really quickly here, just for your own sanity's sake.
I'm waiting for a call. If they're not called me in like the next 45 minutes, then I'll have to wait till tomorrow, which that should mean it's done.
All right. Well, deep breath in.
And on top of that, I still.
Sorry.
March has been hell for me. Eh.
Well, it's almost over anyway. So I guess next, anybody else have any other What's Up Brony that they want to throw out there?
Yeah, I had a terrible ice storm that knocked out my power for an entire 24 hours.
Yeah, I did see that. That really sucked.
Yeah.
At least I have power now. There's some places that don't even have power yet again.
Wow. Well, weather's getting fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, I'm just dealing with some pretty. It's somewhat heavy, but they're just dealing with rain over here right now, which is its own kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, you know, I didn't do a whole lot this weekend. I just completely stripped out my my Ranger from bumper to bumper.
Yeah, I mean you do that on a normal weekend, don't you?
I mean that's just what I do for work, actually. But so you got all that done. Got the exhaust all welded up. And funnily, the reason why I did that was because I was having issues with the wiring from the Ford, because it has fuel injection, and so you need a computer to run that. It has an anti-spark system already in it, so it wouldn't let my coils arc, which is why I had to strip out the whole wiring system.
Ugh.
So I had the opposite issue of Toa. But
Yeah, he has too much spark. You don't have enough spark.
no spark, so I gotta make my own spark.
Just should we combine and just make everything balance in their lives?
No, knowing Glock, you'll just make everything explode.
Well, that's the whole
Just
point of an engine, is to make it explode. Multiple times.
You know
Hundreds
what?
of times a second, actually.
You know what? Yeah, you have a valid enough
There's a
point.
spike
That's a
joke in
fair.
there
That's a fair and
somewhere.
valid point. That's a fair and valid enough point.
Also, hook up Toa for energy source, and then you're good to go.
I need to at least be recharged once every 300 days.
Anyway, we're
and
gonna
a
go
bunch
ahead.
of art I commissioned forever ago all came in last week, so we were going to be seeing that a little bit later.
Oh yeah, it's all in the content creation. and
Oh,
ready
it
to
looked
go.
awesome, man.
Indeed.
All right, and in that case, with all that insanity going on, anybody else have any other quick What's Up Brony? I guess I'll jump into it. And into a little bit of What's Up Brony for me. I am so tired. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of things ready, set up, and prepped up because we got a lot going on, don't we? As mentioned, we do have Ponies Online coming up in just a few short days. We have two panels that the Brony Show itself is going to be running, a trivia panel on Saturday and a background pony panel on Sunday. We have the majority of stuff set up. We're basically fine-tuning at this point and maybe adding on a little bit more, but yeah, it was an exhausting weekend for that, but that wasn't the only thing I had to get set up too, because I also have BabsCon coming up, I'm still working on
And
my.
that's another kettle of fish.
Yes, but I'm still working on my plans for that, and that included mead being one of the big plans. So I finally bottled up an entire 2-gallon batch last night, while also setting up in secondary a test goofball one. And next week I'm going to hopefully be putting the other batch into secondary to get that all ready to go, because it needs at least a little bit of time to make sure it's not going to explode before I bottle that up, which will probably be bottled literally the day before we go driving to Babs. So yeah, just woof. But yeah, along with that, I'm still need to get a large set of fabric markers and switching out plants a little bit. Not too much, fortunately, but some things have been altered because of other things. And yeah, let's just say that after BabsCon is over and I get home and all my guests go home, I am going to probably take a week hiatus from everything and just veg. You will not get me for anything. I will just be done. I'll be done with life. You can't stop me. I'm stopping myself.
Interrupt this. Do.
Yep. No, also another bit of kind of a little bit of a sadness, but not surprising. Apparently, another pony convention also has finally, probably, I say probably because it's still ambiguous as all out, but at least in regards to anything happening this year, it's probably not happening. There was a convention called Ponies Expo that's supposed to be in Phoenix, Arizona. They had one year happen a couple of years ago. Then they skipped a year because apparently they changed con chairs. Then that changed again. And then apparently recently, like over the weekend, they apparently it was found out that a lot of refunds were issued out for people who already paid ahead of time for badges, and just things appear to be done for the moment. So it's looking like one case is it may be done for, it may not be happening this year, despite advertisements. The other situation is it may be done in general, but I guess that's for a future problem to figure out, I suppose. So yeah, along with that, just other normal Brony show shenanigans as usual. So anybody else have any other quick what's up Brony that they want to throw out there before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show today? Meat and potatoes it is. So I'm going to go ahead and start this off by prefacing, please do not interrupt or inject or anything until everything is out. Because there's a lot to go over, and if we keep getting interrupted and we keep getting sidelined, we're not going to get all the information out as needed and as necessary. So, for those of you who have been following who follow, I guess, drama news and convention news, apparently a very big situation has occurred with BabsCon. Just a few weeks before its final convention, no less. So this is, to say it's bad timing would probably be the understatement of the century. But it is still a situation nonetheless and regardless, and I should not have opened that less. So, here is the information officially as far as we know. Now, apparently, before the weekend hit, the Brony who was in charge of getting the musical talent for BabsCon, Pinkaboo, was suddenly let go. was basically dismissed of their position, and that basically they said thanks, but we don't want your help anymore. Now, to a lot of people, this was very sudden and abrupt, and I could see why a lot of people would see that it was sudden and abrupt. And it caused a massive amount of backlash. So much so that the entire musician lineup for all of BabsCon has all but completely boycotted BabsCon entirely. They said pretty much almost all of them, if they did not just say it outright, at least alluded to the fact that they will not be performing for BabsCon this year and have decided to step out. Now, the thing, I was waiting for more information to come out about this before I really started to get into the weeds of this, because this was just barely happening. It was a developing story. However, at this point, if you actually look into BabsCon at this moment, they no longer even list the musical guests in the people to see. So it pretty much has been confirmed out almost completely outright, outside of a full-scale announcement, that musicians have been basically taken off of BabsCon and they have fully boycotted. Now, as to the actual reasons for the firing, I cannot say, as I do not know. I've heard plenty of stories and plenty of scuttle. What the real situation is, I couldn't tell you, because I would just be parroting what I've been hearing, and I don't do that. That's not what the show is for. Even if something dramatic happens, I usually try to make sure I have the facts and information straight before I provide it to you in full. Normally, I wouldn't even report on something like this, but there's enough going on that I believe that it is warranted to talk about it. But in any case, so a lot of people are probably going to be really upset that they basically mayhem for the BabsCon is no longer happening, which is not entirely the case. So, what ended up happening though is the musicians still got together because they know that a lot of bronies go to BabsCon because they enjoy the music and they enjoy the artists. And of course, a lot of them are stating to, still go to BabsCon, still support the vendors, the panelists, support the people that actually do make BabsCon, which is the community that creates and does all sorts of amazing things, which 100% I'm with it. I want that creativity too. I love that creativity, and that's what I support the most. That's why I have thousands of dollars worth of Brony merch in my house, because I love the creators. Maybe a little too much. I don't think I'm ever going to get through my library of books. Or maybe I will if I ever finally sat down and started reading properly again. So,
just be like me and just have audiobooks. You can burn through them in days.
Yeah, but I never really listened to those stories. Do you know how many times I listened to sorry, getting back off track, keeping on track here. So what is going on? And this is actually information I just got fresh from Winchester a little bit earlier. They are going to be doing a mayhem, the Pinkaboos Mayhem. They managed to pull this off in just a couple of short days, along with a very generous donation. I know a few of the people that did donate. So, they are setting up the Pinkaboos Mayhem that is going to be taking place at the Fox Theater in Redwood City at 5 p.m. on April the 20th, which of course will be after BabsCon has shut down. They, of course, did want to respect both the people that are going to BabsCon and the attendees in general. So they did set it up so that it wasn't going to interfere with BabsCon, the convention in general. Instead, they were going to have a big musical venue happen over at the Fox Theater. So right now,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. They are currently setting up shuttles. They're working on getting a shuttle service for people to get over there. Apparently, it is about it's 11.1 miles away, so obviously you don't want to walk it. It's a 17-minute drive from the hotel. So they are working on getting a shuttle service to get people over there to enjoy to be able to enjoy Mayhem after the convention is over. I can't say for 100% certainty if I'm going to be attending or not, mostly just because I'm also going to be doing the Berry Tuber party room, and we might need to do cleanup or other things like that. Or, I don't know. I'll see what happens for me. But I did want to get the word out because even though they got some funding, they got a lot of help. They can always use more help. And these links will be made available in the show notes. But yeah, we have the Ko-Fi for Mayhem. I have the Blue Sky for Mayhem. And yes, I have the other site too that we shall not be named because I keep changing the name anyway, so who knows what it's called anymore. But we do have a link for that in case you still happen to have an account there. I don't know why you haven't gone to Blue Sky. Go to Blue Sky. Get out of there. They're selling it to an AI company. Just get out. Anyway, so at the moment, the as it stands, there's not going to be any musical acts on Friday and Saturday evening, unless something strange or weird were to occur. I have no idea what they're going to be doing with the space during those times. There's some talk about doing a Renegade stage. Maybe they won't do anything at all. I don't know what they're planning. I don't know what the situation is there. But yeah, so at the moment I don't know. Yeah, here's what I do know essentially is that they're going to be doing Mayhem over in the Fox Theater on Sunday. And they appear to have been they're going full swing on it. So yeah, this is something I can easily and confidently report is going to happen. And of course, I am going to do what I can to spread this information as well. Since we don't exactly have a Twitter anymore, sorry, the site that shall not be named, but I do have a Blue Sky, and I think I'm going to use this as my launching point to get the Brony Show Blue Sky going as well, because we do gotta update a couple of links as CMC has been kind enough to tell me, yeah, these don't work anymore because you deleted them. Well, yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Yeah. All right. I think that pretty much covers the BabsCon situation, unless I'm missing something vital. I am going to say really quick before I unleash the reins. I'm not going to say nobody is blameless. This is one of those situations. A lot of people did things that they probably shouldn't have. That they reacted in ways that they shouldn't. A lot of a lot of raw nerves, a lot of anger, and unfortunately, it also sounds like this was something that was going to happen at some point, regardless of the situation. It's a shame that it literally had to happen just a few weeks before the final convention for BabsCon. And I think it hurts. It hurts the people the most. The congoers, the vendors, the panelists, the people that really do matter in the long run. Because you can put as much money as you want towards a convention. You can have all the crazy staff, but it's the people that go that are the most important, because they're the ones that really give your con life. And it's really a shame that those are the people that are getting hurt the most out of all of this. But at least things are being done, and both sides admit that those are the people that matter, and they're going to do their best to try to at least let people have their music and con it too. So if you are going to Babs, still continue to go to Babs. I'm still continuing to go to Babs. And, maybe spend a few extra dollars at your vendors. No judging here. Okay, I think I kind of went. All right, I will now go ahead and release the reins for anybody else who wants to say anything before we move on.
I forgot to mention, I got tickets for Beetlejuice the Musical that's going to be on Wednesday. Hooray!
We have completely muted Toa now. Just because not only was that so off topic it hurt, it's Beetlejuice the Musical, which hurts more. Anybody else have any other quick what's up, Brony? I'm sorry. Anybody else have anything to add to this? Okay.
I think I saw a tweet about one of the musicians saying it was the BabsCon management as to why they're not showing up.
Well, I mean, the management was the ones that fired Pinkaboo, so it's not exactly it's not outside of the realm there. So there was some mistakes done by the management, things that could have been handled better, things that could have been done better.
I know.
It literally is nobody is blameless. That's just pretty much where I'm standing on this. There's nobody that's blameless,
Yeah.
and it sucks. It sucks all around.
From having some more insider knowledge, it is basically a poorly handled situation by everyone around.
Yeah, it really is. Well, I mean,
As
if you
a little
wanted
clusterfuck.
if you wanted a convention to go out memorably, I guess this is one way to do it. Because I don't think anybody's ever going to forget this. There's a silver lining, I guess. This is kind of why I wanted to have a drink too. It's not that I have a hard time discussing this. It's just that I want to make sure I don't over talk too much at the same time, but I want to make sure everything that needs to be said does get said. You got to find that middle ground, and it sucks to find that middle ground.
Want to be concise about it.
Yeah. Want to be concise. I want to be accurate, and I want to be articulate. And I can't be any of those. I'm freaking circuit main. When have I ever been like that? Dear world.
When you have a script.
Actually, probably. That's the only time. And do you know what? I never have a script. That tells you everything. Okay.
Second, you have been doing this show for over 600 episodes.
Why do you think I don't have a script?
I
Fuck
know,
it,
that's
you'll
why
do a
I
lot.
say, well, off the cuff.
Everything will remember this. Yeah, everything. Everyone. Everything and everyone. All right. Let's go ahead and move
Even
on
that
here
boulder
then.
named Tom.
I think we're all good. Speaking of which, let's go into the con news. Haha. Okay, there's something funny about going to the con news after we just started talking about a con. So, really quickly, as mentioned, in just a few short days, Ponies Online is going to be doing their online convention. So if you don't have the opportunity to go to one of these conventions in person, Ponies Online will help you do it online. All you need is an internet connection and WUB. But yes, just also a reminder, we do have 2 panels going on Ponies Online. We have the trivia panel that is going to be going on at, I want to say, 5:45.
Schedule is live, so you can show it.
What? Oh, really?
The schedule on the website is live.
Well, you didn't exactly post anything on the Ponies Online Discord, so I don't know.
That's because it's on PR, but people are trying to deal with stuff. It's the Monday before the convention. A lot of stuff was talked about.
Yeah. Anyway, so yep, it looks like oh wow, that's a long time for our VRC hangout. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, so really quickly, let's see. That better a super pwn.
Remember?
Oh yeah, no super pwn. I know, not yeah.
Superpone is the
The game,
Mid-
yeah, the game.
yep.
Okay, so
Superpone's on the midnight from Saturday into the Sunday.
okay. Where is it? Wait, that's what?
Remember, if you look on top, it should be saying this is set into Mountain Time, and if it's not, then I have to fight a Neo.
No, it's on Mountain Time, but I'm not seeing. Unless we're in a different room, I'm not seeing our thing in the panels here.
Would be panel room.
I am in panel room.
Okay.
Books are not
And
audiovisual.
let
The
me-
history of innovation and elements. Playing with lasers, My Little Ponies. Source film, Maker Ponies, Nostalgia. Super special, awesome. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. There it is.
Haha!
So yeah, super special, awesome pony trivia. 5:45 to 6:45, my time zone, which I should also mention means that it will be. Let's see, 3:45. It'd be at like I said, 5:45 to 6:45 Eastern Standard Time. Or where, if you're looking at this, you can see it on the schedule. But yeah, so yeah, go to Ponies Online schedule. You can see what time is at. We do have super special, awesome pony. Da 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 da. Awesome, love it, enjoy it. And of course, as mentioned, we also have and this is surprisingly timed, but I'll take it. The super background ponies, which will be at 1 to 2 my time. So literally right after we're done with super background ponies, I'm going to be jumping into Circuit's gaming room. Yay.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure you did that intentionally. I'm not sure.
No, we did.
But yes, super background ponies. We also have that going on, and as mentioned, I am also part of one other one.
I knew this would happen.
I'm also part of the Who's Line VRC that will be going on in the arcade by Derps.
Yep. Those are not streamed on the Discord. Anyone in it will stream it, but otherwise it's more just fun games and participation because,
Yeah. Well, in this case, we're going to just be doing our own version of Who's Line for people to watch and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see. What game studio made those? We don't talk about Telltale.
Even though they made good games, they were not good people.
No, I mean, they did, and then they kind of became the same milquetoast crap.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, be sure to check out the schedule, all that fun stuff. We're getting off topic. Moving on. BabsCon coming up a couple weeks after that. I will be going once again. I will be going over there. It will be definitely an interesting experience. They still got party rooms, panels, all sorts of fun stuff. So we're gonna have fun and make it the best possible. Peekaboo's Mayhem is already listed right below it. So I gotta admit that is funny.
By the way, they do have a Discord for Peekaboo's Mayhem, but I don't give out that link. I just saw it in one of the servers I'm part of.
Yeah, no, it's right there. So yeah, Peekaboo's Mayhem. It looks like there is a Discord going on there, so be sure to check that out. If you are interested in music, if you're interested in the music scene and you'll be at Babs or in the California area. Then a couple weeks after that, while I am completely vegging out and pretending I don't exist for a while, Griffish Isles will be happening over in Manchester, which looks like it'll be a great and enjoyable fun time. And I won't have to worry about a con again, well, until Everfree, 20 weeks later. Thank God I can breathe. Except I'll probably need to start working on getting plane tickets at that point. Yay! There's no time to breathe anymore, is there? Alright, let's go ahead and move on here before I realize how busy I am in life. So, who wants to see a bunch of ponies as crayons? Actually, stop! Hold it. I just realized the important thing. Okay. There is one other thing that came to mind. I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about it. Boy, we got just a lot to just talk about in general, but I want to get this out here real fast. So, those of you who are watching us live, tomorrow is April Fool's. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of concerned about some of the rhetoric that people have out there. I mean, normally I consider April Fool's to just be that fun, silly time where you have some companies that do some really stupid stuff. Right now, Derpy Boru, it has achievements that are happening whenever you're in there and trying to basically do anything. It's honestly nightmarishly hilarious.
Oh my!
And just because I heard it from the grapevine, apparently, don't go there. Don't go to this website unless you know what you're exactly what you're doing there. E621 is doing a furry verification by having you draw your fursona to verify that you're you. It's really stupid. As for I think some other things have been starting to slowly roll out their April Fools, but the one thing that I've been admittedly a little weirded out about, not weirded out, concerned, I guess would be a way to put it. There's been a few Discord chats that have basically pointed out that let's see, how would they put it? So basically, they're telling people, watch out for pranks, watch out for people doing malicious, horrible stuff. And I'm just sitting here kind of flabbergasted in a weird way. It's just like, what happened? April Fool's.
You get malware, you get malware, and you get malware.
I mean,
Everyone
April Fool's
gets
just was
malware.
about a time of pulling stupid little jokes and funny little things that people could just have a laugh at for the day and then move on. And when in the world did we get to the point of flipping cars and setting buildings on fire? That is not April Fool's. That's not pranking. It wasn't pranking back when pranking was the big YouTube thing. It was just being malicious and mean. How in the world did we get to this? But anyway, just sorry, I'm getting angry old man yelling at clouds vibes. I get it. Just a heads up to everybody, April Fool's is tomorrow. I hope you have a fun time. I hope you actually get a chuckle out of good things, but at the same time, there are apparently people that are too dumb to let a good thing just be without spoiling it for everybody else but themselves. So
it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye.
Yeah. It's not a prank if somebody gets hurt. That's the key there. It's not a prank if somebody gets hurt. And don't take anything seriously at all tomorrow. Anything. Take it all with a massive grain of salt and maybe a couple of beers. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get actually onto the news because we do got a bit of news. And the reason I brought it up is apparently Open Pony over in Second Life decided to have a little bit of fun with a early April Fool's Day prank by having a bunch of people as crayon colors, essentially. So, yeah, it's actually kind of surprising to see how many ponies are in Second Life, because there's quite a number of them to be able to fill out a crayon box like this. That is quite the number, you know, right? Am I right there?
Yeah, well, it's also really impressive just the variety.
Yeah, the number, the variety, and each one of these is a separate account. I'm going to say separate account because there is probably the possibility that there might be one or a few people running multiple accounts. But that's still quite a number altogether.
Oh man, I don't want to think.
Yeah,
about how long
that's
it
a
took
lot.
to set up for that picture.
Oh no! Apparently it was
there.
it was like herding cats. Apparently, I don't know how they must have drove themselves nuts trying to get that set up, but they did it. So that deserves all the props in the world. That is just amazing. I don't even care if there's a bunch of 4chaners in there. That takes work. That takes dedication.
Yeah, that took a lot of work to do. Like seriously.
Well,
Yeah.
well, remember a second. You don't have to like someone, but you can appreciate their art.
Of course, separating art from artist. That's the important thing. I've seen some
It's
amazing
Metal Gear
art from
horse.
separating horse from artist. Where did that come from? Just
Given some of the drama in the fandom, I can't believe it.
I'm just gonna go.
I spotted Epona in there somewhere.
Wouldn't
I'm
surprise
just
me.
enjoying looking and just seeing if there's any that I think are interesting. Wow.
Oh,
I find it funnier that we have a string of canon characters that are almost all the same color. I now see why Empa said, "You two look the same. I don't know which is which."
all right, that's a lavender, and this is more of a purple.
You're both purple.
I'm sorry. All right, but yeah, that's a really awesome little cool thing that they did for April Fools. So I just wanted to shout that out there. Really quick radio
I thought
play.
Purple Smart was lavender hued.
A new radio play from a Equestrian Broadcast Channel has come out for Doctor Who's. Just wanted to shout that out there because we honestly didn't have a lot in the way of news, and I figured we needed some padding. Boy, was I wrong.
I need to catch
Oh.
up with them. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, naive second of Wednesday.
Leave me alone. No, it was last night. Anyway, plushie bags have appeared in China from Auger. So, a Chinese company called Auger has made pony plushie bags, which, that is wild, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd see
Crazy.
something like this. From official channels, anyway. Official with air quotes there.
I think we had something similar here in the U.S., but not like this. This is another level. But apparently,
On another level.
But apparently Auger has been doing a lot in regards to plushies because they also posted pony plushies. And yes, there are also G5 characters. So G5 is still getting some love out there. Some. Oh no. What do they do to you?
Oh my.
No, I mean, I'm glad they got the mane so large, but what's going on with the horn? Am I the only one that's seeing this?
It looks like he got decapitated and glued on the wrong side.
The horns are generally supposed to come like about 45 off the forehead here.
Yeah.
And that one's just going straight up.
It's going straight up, and it doesn't even look like it's even trying to attach to the head. It looks like they just glued it onto the hair.
Yeah, it's just glued on. It's just an extra pointy horn.
Yeah, just no why.
The
Oh
horn's
no!
facing the other way.
Look how they massacred my girl. They massacred her. She was
Look at
beautiful.
that
I thought the
murder,
mane was lovely, and now we got this. I'm like I said, I'm really happy that they got the mane actually really big and bushy, like her hair actually is. But it's just that horn just completely kills it. But hey, they got Hitch.
Whoa.
I can't believe that's an achievement. They got Hitch. 3 words that I didn't think we
They
would.
gotta appeal to both sides, huh?
They're actually trying to appeal to both sides. They got Hitch. There's the 3 words that the Applejack background pony of G4 for G5. They got Hitch is now it. Applejack has her hat. They have Hitch. Oh boy.
Well, there's a lot of time like, they have Applejack. Oh, really? They ever had? Oh my God, what day is it?
Now what happened? What? Who decides to actually let somebody know who knows what they're doing at the wheel? All right, but
Okay, Carl, move aside. I know what to do. You relax on the couch with a few beers. So let me take it from here.
right. Well, let's go ahead and we already mentioned G5. Let's get some G4 in here. Magic Potions Under the Sea G4 Sea Pony set has also appeared. Different company, of course.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's a name, isn't it? But yes, you got Sea Pony. You got little Sea Pony cards there, but it's the little toys that actually really look cool.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Spike as a pufferfish. Did him so dirty.
Michael Fish.
But yeah, no, these are amazing. These would have sold so stupidly well if they did this instead of whatever the crap was that some of those other things were that they released for the movie.
But this right here, it requires more thinking and effort.
I know.
Yes.
That's why they don't do it. That's why we don't get cool shit in America.
Yeah, because everybody's just trying to phone it in. Dear
When the
Lord.
East does something better than the West.
By the way, it's raining really hard over here, so if I suddenly go out... Anyway, going on.
I was dealing with that like almost all day, just dealing with rain and hail, and I was so happy it's gone, but it looks like it traveled towards you.
Yep. And really quickly, we also do have some short videos I will not be able to show because unfortunately they're on the site that will not be named, that also will not be embedded onto SciTube. So of course we have one with Celestia and Stan Marsh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, honestly, check it out. It's funny. It's really, really funny. It's a Family Guy skit, but with these two, it's just what a combination. I'm glad to see this stuff. I just wish
South
it
Park
was.
and ponies.
I just wish it wasn't stuck on X and they would actually spread it out. But I'm so glad to see that it's starting to
South
pop
Park
up
and
everywhere.
ponies.
And we also have Fluttershy Discord's kid because yeah, we have to have that stuff now.
Oh my goodness.
This is what happens when the fandom is a little too rancorous.
Well, it's really well done too, which is the great part.
Oh no, it's supremely
Yeah, it really
well done.
is. Oh my god. He looks so adorable.
Yeah, kill it with fire.
And also adorkable.
The one where he changed his face to look like his mom, and then looked back. You know, right then he was hosed. Like, oh shit.
Perfect pause right there. So, yep, awesome little animations. Be sure to please check them out. Really funny stuff.
You know, when you said that you wanted to grow up to be just like me, this is not what I had in mind.
Da-da-da-da-da-dum. All right, so we're gonna go. So, like I said, we had really light news, so I thought we needed padding because now we're done with it, and now it's time to go on to our challenge of the week, and of course, our challenge of the week by your random polling because you guys suck so much. Oh, I hurt myself so hard drawing this stuff. Sorry. The challenge of the week was how did we end up in a Family Guy cutaway? But we also had a protest initiative challenge.
Hello.
Hi,
Yes, we
protest.
did.
We
The
missed
Protest
you.
Initiative Challenge this week was in not this tab. One sec. Helmet. Wait, was it?
No,
Nope.
Oh,
that was our old.
I
that
forgot
was
what it
Nope.
was.
we had to update that.
You can check the announcements channel of the Discord.
Oh, is it in there?
Yeah.
Yes, I've been
Yes.
doing that because I haven't been trusting the site to hold for a week.
Which he was very right to do because it had to be rebooted today.
Oh, okay. The Protest Initiative Challenge is the Brony Show 620. Let's ponify a meme. Start in a few minutes on your favorite Brony Show streams.
You have to scroll
Cole.
back a week.
Cole,
Cole does.
Cole, do I need
How
to
much-
find a way to get
Five
some
posts
to
or
hug
so.
you?
Cole does.
The
Did
Protest
you,
Initiative Challenge is chopped onions.
Thank you. I was gonna ask if you started to inhale, if you inhaled some of the engine fumes from the train.
No,
No, the onions got into the eyes.
All
Yes,
right, so
he couldn't
yeah, I hate this because I had to push myself in ways I did not like, and I really,
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hey, a karate class.
So
Punch, chop, kick. It's all in rhythm.
yeah, it's all in the mind really, but so.
All in
The
mind,
joke,
yeah,
the
that's
joke
right.
is the prompt was chopping onions. So I made the joke about a Family Guy cutaway gag where Circuit is completely confused because he went to a chopping with onions class, which was actually a martial arts class being run by Master Onion from Parappa the Rapper. Who one of the attacks, of course, is chop. So
Nice.
Yep, we have me, we have Suki, and I think I might have gotten the colors wrong, but I believe this is supposed to be Tech.
It is.
Actually, what?
It is.
Wait, hold up. Oh, that ain't good.
Hmm.
That is not good.
Oh, you did fine, Circuit.
No. Let me see if
Do
I
we
can...
have breaking news?
breaking news as a word. Yes.
Something that can be public or not?
Oh, I think it could be public. Well, Yeah, I have to.
I think I saw it on another server already, but
No.
shoot, man, shoot.
No. You did not see this on another server because this is happening in real time.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I might need a new monitor soon.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah, yeah, because
No, I did not. I
that-
missed it
that-
for
that
brief
purple-
second.
So, for those of you who don't see, you know what? you don't see it. Nobody can see this unless I actually take a picture of it. Right now, I thought I got the colors wrong for tech. Because I did measure as best I can with the OC reference that I have for him. But the thing is, it's not the case. Something's going on with the monitor I have over here on my right side, where I think some of the diodes, or maybe just need to do color adjustments. I don't know.
because
Tech is purple.
color,
Tech is purple.
that vast color difference that you're seeing, I am able to see just on my machine if I turn flux off and on again.
Yeah.
how do you know I go more from purple
And-
to green and back and forth?
Because yeah, flux is just using, it pulls away the blue light of the
I've had to
machine.
tell multiple like artists that I get art from. Like I do not have like a true color monitor at all. If I look at it on my phone, it's a different color. If I look at it from my main monitor, it's a different color. If I look at it from my side monitor, it's a different color. I don't know what the color
Yeah.
actually is.
Are you telling us
Okay.
that you sometimes are a grape and sometimes are a blueberry?
Funnily enough, actually, when I swapped this picture between my two monitors, yes.
Okay,
Wow,
so
this-
I'm.
Dang
doing
it, we
a
have another
look-
changeling,
yeah.
but this one just changes coat color and light conditions.
Oh, this is even
Yeah,
worse. I cannot adjust any of the settings on the monitor either. I think this
Oh,
actually
wow.
might be getting ready to go out. It might be getting. It might just be a
Okay,
quirk,
so-
or it might be getting ready to go out. I don't know. But the fact
try
is,
factory
I'm noticing
reset.
it now, and I will never be able to unsee that.
Well, now you know to not trust
Yeah,
one of your two monitors.
which is annoying. I'm glad it's just the backup one to use for chats and stuff, but that is still really annoying.
Mhm.
But anyway, yeah, no, this one irritated the crap out of me. I had a few hours to make it, but it was during a very busy day, and I had a lot of crap going on, and I'm trying my absolute best to get proportions and anatomy and everything a lot better, which you should have seen what these arms look like in Sketch before I actually lined them in, and I got a lot better with it. I couldn't quite get the hooves right, but it's improving. It's doing better, but at the same time, I'm just seeing things I could have done so much better if I had at least 30 more minutes. And anyway, Cultist, your thoughts?
There's never enough time in the day, eh?
I think it looks good, all things considered.
Yeah. And by the way,
You're
if
doing
anybody's
good,
wondering,
Circuit.
yeah, if anybody wonders, Master Onion is literally a 2D character, so yeah, he's literally flat as a pancake. So that's why I didn't really work too hard on making him.
No, that fits. That fits with the aesthetic of Master
Yeah.
Onion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, dumb joke aside, that dumb joke, that is what I got for the cutaway. I am glad for the joke though. I could not come up with anything initially, and it's just like, wait a minute, how about onion, instead of chopping onions, an onion chopping class.
No, that's clever.
How do you karate chop with hooves? Very carefully.
It's Family Guy logic.
Don't question it.
Yeah.
With the point.
There you go.
You got a point about that.
You do it with the frog.
Mhm.
You do it with the frog of the hoof. I mean, could you
No,
imagine getting
no,
smacked
you
with
could.
that?
You could shape your hoof to be a little bit longer.
I don't have frogs.
All right.
No
Anyway,
rabbits
we
here.
also have this. Crap. Now I'm just looking and trying to see the differences in colors between the two. Now I hate this.
Oh, you want to know what's worse? I did have different colors on other stuff here.
You know what's really bad? When I first seen this picture, I'm like, oh yes, two friends in a boat, pissing in the lake.
You know, I hate to do this,
I wouldn't
but
believe that if it
that's
weren't
not what I
for the
saw.
hook lines at the end.
That's not what I saw. Unfortunately, what I saw, I saw
Oh, that extra bit of
that dot
yeah.
just right there.
Sorry,
Sorry,
that's
I
the
tried
old
so hard
Toa
not to
model.
look, but it's right there and it's so prominent.
That's the old Toa model. It's just at the bottom of the lake now. It's dead.
Yeah, we just see the little bit of old Toa that's still there.
There, bloody mole. We're not supposed to talk about the bloody mole, but there's a bloody mole.
We don't talk about Toa. Sorry. So,
It-
Toa,
you're good.
The
you wanna
pieces of
explain?
Toa that didn't come out of the 3D printer, right?
Yeah. So, Toa, do you want to explain the image?
Basically, it's a cutaway gag to, oh, where have I seen this before? And then it's a cutaway to, there's an onion, there's another thing fishing, and I'm just in the sand. How did I get here?
Wait, what? Is it, you got
Basically, it's a cutaway gag that the character then realizes, wait, how did I get here?
But I mean, you
Because
have there's an onion fishing.
Look at the head shape.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough. Don't carry out.
That's the other guy then.
It looks like a green pepper, but I'm not gonna.
You know what it reminded me of? Hang on, as my computer takes 1,000 years to load.
Well, here's the thing. Considering I did this in under, like, 30 minutes,
Did you use the Infinite Painter this time, or try something else?
no, I still have Infinite Painter because, again, 30 minutes and go.
No, I get it.
I did the thing you suggested, though, by going underneath the line art.
Yeah, I'll take it. Even a little less than something. It does help a lot. You get
Also-
an idea of the uniform of everything, and then if anything, you actually probably have more artistic merit than I do because you had the lines, but you still, you let the greenery be where it is and the blue be where it is. I would just drive
Also-
myself crazy trying to get it to match the line.
Also, fun fact, I just used every single brush type that I could find in there to give each section a little extra detail.
It probably explains why it looks like you painted it with plaster where you're sitting on the beach.
That was just chalk.
Still, give him credit for at least making it look like it's something actually material.
They had textures like halftones and whatnot, and I went, I don't need halftones in this. I'm not making a comic sketch.
Poor Deathlight's losing it. Tell you what, Deathlight,
No.
how about we go ahead and cheer you up?
I was trying to find that bird that we had for a hot second for our emotes.
Wait, are you talking about vaguely?
Yeah.
We
That
should.
looked like the back of his head when his feathers were up.
Oh, that could be another layer, because remember, we did have Sand 4 there, and he did have a Diamond Dog. So, Griffin and Diamond Dog.
Fair enough. All right, and also for Deathlight, he got a few of his artists. These aren't part of the prompt. These are just his own commissions and stuff that he was getting made and wanted to show off, which are cool.
Yeah. Some of these were like a month or two ago, so
Yeah.
Well, she looks lovely.
yeah,
being
she's having a
hobo.
bad day, like always.
Yeah.
Why are you so poor at the dice roll with this poor sweet bean?
I don't know, did I just hate her?
You know what you
Feels
need
like
to do?
my
You
luck
need to
every
you
time
need to
I play
blame the
board
dice.
game.
You need to blame the dice, grind them up, and then get brand new dice. That's
How do
why
I
they
do
s-
that with digital dice?
You blame the dice, grind up your tablet, buy a new tablet.
No, you blame the dice. You
Buy a
blame the
new
dice,
computer.
close the window, or
Get rid of
reload
your
the
old-
window and try again.
Get rid of your old computer, buy a whole new one. That's
We're still keeping up with the average of anywhere from 5 to 10 critical failures a game for her, so we're doing great.
honestly, at that point, I'd be just like, look, I'll give you let me put a webcam down on the freaking table. I'm gonna just roll some plastic dice. Let me have this.
Nah, this is much more entertaining, trust me.
I get that. It's probably is more entertaining, but it would drive me mental after a while. But let's do something
for
nice.
showing
So
off images. Here's the image.
we got the printy print Lumi, a different Lumi.
Yeah. Good old Lumi.
Not our Lumi,
No.
the cousin Lumi.
Yeah, my little adopted Lumi that I got from
Also, Brady,
Brony.
that
That's not
is
getting
adorable.
confusing.
Hey, I had
That
this
was-
Lumi before you guys had yours. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not I'm
No,
not doubting
she
it,
is
and
elder
I
Looney.
would never say otherwise. And we also got Chimera Mom.
Of course, yeah. Good old night song.
Yep.
Back when she was in the wastelands and was a badass.
And this is when she's
Now
in
she's
town drunk.
middle-aged. Now
No, she's
middle-aged,
actually more
has kids.
deadly, funnily enough, in that outfit than the power armor.
I know, I'm just being snarky. 'Cause it's and because
Because
yeah, sorry.
she was set up to be a dex build, so actually being in power armor inhibited a lot of her abilities that she had.
Ah.
I put her in power armor to be nice.
And of course, we can't
It's
forget
slow.
Chaos Zakai, who decided, we're gonna have Soul Calibur versus MLP. Let's just do that.
Actually, that's a good edit.
Yeah, it's definitely not
Yeah,
bad.
good one.
He got the horn in there in a good way. That right there, the clipping right there. So many people could easily forget that.
Well, also the fact you can't tell that's Celestia behind him.
Yeah, because he's
Oh, that's
covering up
right.
the
Yeah,
whole
it's Celestia's
space.
usually the one locking horns, as it were.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So,
Yeah, so that's a good edit. Yeah. 4 stars.
why not 5?
4.5.
Well, the hair is obviously chopped off a bit, and that could have been fixed up a bit. There's also a little bit of blurriness going on the side. There are ways to still improve it, but it's really good for what it is. There's just also ways to slightly improve it a little bit. I mean, one thing is right there in the. I don't think that's actually part of the background of the scene there. That's actually part of the background of where Mutsurugi was. So that little yellow part could have been cleaned up a bit too. There's small things, but that's it. That's the thing. There's just small things. There's nothing huge, which is really good. You can always nitpick something if you really, really want.
Aww.
And yeah.
So, Rainy, tell us about the odd piece.
Just a friend who's been sad.
Aww. Did you get them hugs?
All the hug.
Well, do you know what would probably make your friend really happy too?
Friendship.
No, picker wheel. It's time for the picker wheel, everybody. It's time to get our prompts in for the week. We had our Family Guy cutaway, and now it's time for the next prompt. Remember, this is an artistic prompt of whatever you want it to be. As long as it's pony, we try to keep it pony related if possible, or at least draw a pony in it. I mean, Family Guy cutaway, but I still had ponies in there. What can you do? But yes, everybody gets one prompt to put in there. Just remember, you only get one. So if you are ready, put it in. We'll get it into the wheel. We randomize the wheel afterwards. Give it a good old spin and see what comes of it. But everybody gets a chance to put in their prompt, no matter what they want. Anybody and everybody is welcome to it.
I got one. All hail Lloyd Birch.
What?
What?
Oh, how
The
the misspelling of Zoidberg.
Zordberg.
Zordberg, yeah. Lord Zordberg.
Discord. Oof.
Second, mine will be... And the event is tomorrow!
Alright, and the event is tomorrow. We also got
Yes,
Lumberjack.
as much as I...
I am a lumberjack, but that's okay.
As much as I would love to say a specific event, it's gonna be fun just to be like, okay, what event do you think would be the tomorrow as reference? Because I know many of us do prom, but... Also, dang it, second, I now have the Lumberjack song stuck in my head.
That is what I do.
I know it's vengeance for all the other times I've gotten songs stuck in your head.
In my head, like a catchy song.
Ooh. Ooh, Chaos Sakai just linked the two things that he used. And yeah, no, the blurring that you were getting onto him about? Yeah, that was in the actual artwork. And it was against Darth Vader, damn.
Oh boy, I'm an idiot. Okay, sorry, just trying to do something. Let's see, now that's what I call a sticky situation. Ah. Boy, that's a familiar one. Destroy them with lasers. Lasers. Alright.
Fire all the lasers!
Get your phasers this done.
Alright, just waiting for everybody else to get their things in.
Rainy day.
Ah, rainy day.
Oh.
Sorry, couldn't resist it.
All hail the Kitsune Pone. All hail the Kitsune Pone.
Alright. Alright, giving it just a little bit longer. I'm totally not trying to get the next game set up in the background while we're doing this. No city. Oh my... you know, seeing that hurts my brain a little bit somehow.
What?
Just seeing the Mitsurugi and Darth Vader just. I mean, it's not so bad. I'm surprised we don't have a Fortnite where we got Darth Vader running around with a freaking AK-47 just shooting everybody, and then freaking doing a floss.
Do we want to tell him what Star Wars has been doing in Fortnite?
I am not. Wait, what? No, never mind. Walking away.
Going the other direction.
Going it. In fact, we're gonna randomize this and turn this right now. We're getting moving on immediately.
Also, good news! One Piece is finally coming into Fortnite.
No.
So
You know what? We'll do that. Destroy them with lasers. Destroy it all with lasers. Okay, everybody. The challenge for next week will be destroy it with lasers. Destroy them. Yeah. You know what? Yes. Destroy them with lasers. But we also have a protest initiative challenge.
That's right. The protest initiative challenge this week is I'm totally not making trivia right now. One sec.
You know, honestly, that would be funny as protest initiative.
It would be, but geez, that's a lot of words.
Oh God! I just realized something awkward.
That's a scary
How
thought.
awkward we talking here?
I'll go into after I come up with the protest initiative challenge. The protest initiative challenge this week is
hold us.
gum.
Gum?
Gum.
Good. We had to hit the G because the UM came through very clearly.
Oh no, I heard
G. Gum.
Gum. Gum.
Yes.
Moving on.
Give me gum.
All right. So destroy them with lasers and gum.
As far as the thing that I realized, okay, so when I got home, I was like, well, I spent a good while reading about some stuff about the dairy industry and how it changed over the years. And I'm gonna be real, it just made me really crave milk. So I went to pour myself a glass of milk, and without thinking about it, I was just like, oh, I got mason jars. I'll use a mason jar. And mason jar full of milk, and it didn't hit me until just now.
Oh no. No, never mind. No. We're good here.
Yeah.
Oh no! Go, why? Why do you
Just
do this to yourself,
as long as he
man?
doesn't find the toy at the bottom while he's drinking.
Mercifully, no.
Yeah.